Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in my first video I told you guys I was going to do a story about my hair and like why I shaved it, why I wear a wig and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So in my previous video you might have seen me without my wig. So that's my natural hair there and the length it is and everything. Let's get started. So this is my wig. So this is my wig I'm wearing right now. I am going to take it off to show you guys my natural hair. This wig is usually glued down and I have a cap underneath it, but for the sake of this video, I haven't done that today because obviously I don't want to remove my wig fully from the glue. So this is my natural hair. Yes, it is very short as I did shave it. So let's start from the beginning. So when I lived in the Gold Coast when I was younger with my mum and my brother, me and my brother did go to schools on the Gold Coast and we were the only like dark skinned, I'm not even that dark, but we were the only like dark skinned people in our school. So yes, we did have we did have afros. So everyone at school did have long blonde brown straight hair, and that's all I really wanted was straight hair. So from a very young age I did put lots of chemicals in it. I did permanently straighten it, I did relax it, I did whatever I could to make sure I had straight hair. Now, not knowing the consequences, obviously, when I was older, we did move to Brisbane and I did find a few girls that did have the same hair as me, and yes, that did make me feel better emotionally, but I still wanted straight hair. Like, I've always wanted it, so I did, yeah. So as you guys may know, in Australia we do not have many salons here that are for afro hair, for black hair. So I know in America every street you walk on there's like 4 to 5 wig shops, but in Australia there's like 4 in the state. So I did manage to find a nice lady that did do weaves, and I did get a weave, and I researched a lot about them and what I wanted and what it was. So for you who don't know, a weave is where they braid your natural hair and then they sew in tracks to make it look long, and like you can get like short, long, curly, straight. Obviously I got a straight one. I will insert a photo here of my first weave. But yes, so I did love it. Oh my gosh, it was what I always wanted. I loved it so much, but it did get very, very costly. So I don't know, like once every like few months, like once every 3 months, I would have to pay $600 because I did want it long. So I did pay $600. Prices average on length, so and how many bundles you want. So short would be what, $100 a bundle, and if you say you have 3 bundles in your hair, so $300. Whereas I had 3 bundles in my hair of $400. No, I had 2 bundles of $400 length weave. So yeah, it was getting very costly, and the fact that I did have to go back every 3 weeks to reinstall it as the regrowth would get really bad. It just got to the point where I couldn't afford to do that anymore. I didn't have a job, I was very young, so my mum was paying for it. Yeah, it was really, really costly. So I ended up just taking it out. I mean, yeah, my afro was like probably around here. It was nice and it was long, but then again, like back then I didn't like it. I didn't like my afro, I didn't like my hair at all. I was only just beginning to start wearing it out without anything on it. Yeah, and so then I looked into other options. So here in Australia, people don't wear wigs. If you wear wigs, it's for a Halloween costume or for a costume for a party. Like, no one wears wigs. So I felt very weird going into my school and everyone knew I was wearing a wig, only because like they were just gonna think you're weird. Like I know in America everyone wears weaves, everyone wears wigs, like it's so common, but here, no. I didn't do much research into my wigs when I knew I should have done more research, but I was young, so I was like, yeah, as long as I got a wig, I don't care. So I did, I just wanted a 360 lace front wig. That's all I wanted. I didn't care for whatever else was out there, and I did want to buy it online, but online I just didn't want to wait for shopping. So I messaged a girl that did my weave, and I asked her, oh, do you have any wigs? Like, I want the 360 lace front, I want like a 20-inch like Brazilian wave. You probably don't know what I'm talking about, but like 150 density. And she said yes, I do have a few of them in stock. So I did end up getting this one. This was 20 inches, but I cut it into an 18-inch wig. As you can see, it is a 360 lace front bundle. The only thing one of the things I do not like about this wig, like now, personally, I wish I got a full lace wig so I can part it, I can braid it, I can do whatever I want with it. But for this, you can only put the part so far. Like, people always ask me, like, why is your part so like short? Like, I'm not going to explain it to you because you don't understand wigs, and I'm not going to spend half an hour sitting with you explaining why I can't part it any further back. So the part obviously is very short, as you can see here. It's very short. It's very short because the lace only goes back this far. I can't put the lace any further down. The lace is only probably around 2 inches, which is obviously not very much. And I did sew this band on to make it like stay on my head more. And yes, there is a hole in it. I am in need of a new one. I've had with this one for about a year now. So for those of you who don't know much about them, this is real hair, this is human hair. So I can, yes, I do wash it. I get so many questions, do you wash it? Like, so this is human hair, so I can wash it, I can dye it, I can straighten it, I can bleach it, I can do anything you guys can do to your natural hair. So yeah, she sold it to me for 300 and probably like late 300s, like 300, 400. Yeah, so I did end up getting a wig and I did love it. So back to the weave. When I did take my weave out, my hair was very long. So, and if for you guys that don't know, you lose around 100 hairs a day naturally, and obviously I wasn't losing that hair because I had a weave on my head. So I was pulling out the hair, and the hair was just coming out because that was the hair that I didn't lose. And it got to the point where I was picking at it and I was pulling out my natural hair. So it got really bad. One day I would like always just sit on the couch and I would just be like picking at it and I wouldn't even know. So there was no type of name for what I was doing. It was just, I know some people call it trick, but it's like a habit. So some people pick out their eyebrows, some people pick out their eyelashes. I picked out my hair. I'll insert a photo here of trick and like what it looks like. So I ended up with a massive bald patch at the back of my head, and some in the middle as well. I couldn't go around my family without wearing my wig. I couldn't go around my boyfriend without wearing my wig. It was really like, it really got to me. But then again, it was like, I don't want to shave it because I don't want it to be short and I don't want to have to live with the short hair. I do have 4C hair. So for those of you who don't know, again, I'll insert a chart here of hair, of a hair chart. But it's called, mine's 4C hair. So my mum has straight hair, hers is like 3A, I'm pretty sure. Hers is like 3A, I might be wrong. But yeah, so I have 4C, which means it's very dry, it's very curly, it's very puffy, it's very afro. I do need to put a lot of moisture in my hair to make it look nice and to make it grow and to make it healthy, which I wasn't doing when I was little. My mum always told me to do it, but I never listened. I was just like, no, it's fine. I just put water in it and I'd leave it. But yeah, so one day I was coming back from work and I was like, no, like I need to shave my hair. Like this is, I can't do this. Like I can't go around with bald patches on my head. So I went home, I shaved my head. I'll insert a photo of what it looked like. It was very weird and very new experience because I was legit not bald. I had a little bit of hair, but I was like near bald. No, it was very easy. It was very easy to do. Like I was so thankful that it was gone. Like now my hair is probably 4 to 5 months growth. I do still get urges to pick out my hair, but I don't want to go through that stage again, so I just leave it. And yeah, and now this, like the main message of this story is like, to be honest guys, like love anything about you. Like seriously, my mom told me for years, like you're gonna end up loving your hair, stop like ruining it with all the chemicals and stuff. It was my decision that I wanted to do, and I dealt with the consequences of it. But now, like, I just can't wait for my hair to grow out and get long again. Like, I seriously can't, because now, like, if I want to switch up my look, I can get a wig. Like, I can wear my natural hair underneath and get a wig. I can get short, long, curly, straight, freaking bob. Like, I can get any type of wig that I want, which is what I love. I can switch it up, and then I can go with my natural hair some days, which is something I can't wait to do. I can't wait for my afro to grow so that it, you know, looks nice. And so this is a question, this is just a question that I'm just going to answer on here, because I get this question so much. This is a question everyone would ask me. So this is mainly going to do with Inga though. So always, does Inga know you shaved your head? Does Inga know you wear a wig? Does Inga know your hair's fake? Does Inga know this? Does Inga know that? Okay, so when I first wanted to shave my head, I was mostly like, will Inga still like me? Like, I was so worried about it. Like, I don't know if Inga's gonna like me if I have short hair. Like, I'm gonna look like a guy. When I asked Inga, he told me, do what makes you happy. If you want to shave your hair, shave your hair. I want you to be happy with what you look like. I love you either way, and all this type of stuff. And whenever I've met someone and I've held a relationship with them, I've always told them, whether it be friends, family, I've always told them, I'm wearing a wig, I've shaved my head, this is fake. So yeah, so Inga really doesn't mind. Like, plus, like, you see all these Instagram models with freaking wigs and weaves. If you look at their hair and go, oh, look at them, like, their hair's so pretty, it's probably a wig, or it's probably a weave. I'm not saying every Instagram model has a wig or weave, but like, look into it, because they'll be wearing different hair each week or each day, and it's a wig or it's a weave. So as I said before, love what you have, but then again, if you want to change it, that's your choice. But I've learnt to love what I have. Thank you guys so much for watching and watching to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, what you think and what I should do next. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.